military base in the north, they thought out of range of Hezbollah missiles. Netanyahu and his cabinet appear to have decided to launch a war against Lebanon. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Israel's not prepared for a war with Hezbollah. Hezbollah has been preparing for a war with Israel. Israel just mobilized 50,000 reservists who are going to be carrying the brunt of the load for this conflict. If Gaza has shown us anything, Israeli reservists are poorly trained, poorly led. They are cowardly, and they, are only good at inflicting harm on unarmed civilians, blowing up empty buildings. But when it comes time to stand toe-to-toe with a hardened enemy, the reservists do not fare well. Hezbollah is orders of magnitude more professional and more deadly than the brave Hamas fighters that have been fighting Israel in Gaza. Hezbollah is prepared for this war, and Hezbollah made it clear that this conflict with Israel will not be about defending southern Lebanon to prevent Israel from pushing Hezbollah back to the Litani River, but Israel losing northern Israel, losing the Galilee. Hezbollah will take the fight to Israel. The Israelis have no clue what's about to hit them, or the military does know what's about to hit them. Their soldiers are scared to death. Their officers are nervous. Remember, as you said, 8 months they've been getting the snot smacked out of them by Hezbollah. These are nervous Nellies there on the front line. The reservists coming in aren't going to be meeting combat-hardened troops who have the confidence to say, don't worry, boys, everything will be all right, follow me. They're going to be meeting people who are scared to death, shivering in their hovels, shivering in their bunkers, and these reservists are going to crack at the first opportunity. This will be a disaster for Israel. Now, Israel will respond the way they always do, which is to bomb civilian targets. And it is the civilians of South Lebanon, of Beirut, of the Bekaa Valley, who will pay the bulk of this price for Israel's criminal ambitions. But mark my words, Israel will lose this war, and not the way they lost it in 2006, simply being brought to a standstill. The consequences to Israel of this will be the destruction of critical infrastructure, the destruction of entire villages and towns, even suburbs of cities, and the deaths of thousands of their soldiers and perhaps thousands of their civilians. This is a catastrophe that doesn't have to happen, but Benjamin Netanyahu cannot stay in power without Israel being at war. And he will now take Israel into what will probably be the final fatal phase of Israel's history.